Hey there, it's a new month, which means it's time for a new video. I'm Scott Welsh. This is Beating the Market, and we're going to talk about a subject that's been bothering me, pestering me quite a bit lately, and that's about daily trading systems. First, we're going to talk about some numbers in this video. Please do not risk any money, cannot afford to lose. This is for education. These aren't from actual trading results, right? The predominance of 2022. Now, there have been some really nice moments, but that's been me, right? I have my little hat on. I have my two phones. I have a really red tie. I wear that every single day, but I'm also worried every single day. Well, most days. It's been up, it's been down, it's been V reversals. Even trend following, which is still doing just fine, has had some very up and down moments. It's been quite harrowing, but it's interesting because this has been my journey since really I started building in 2012. My goal, my journey of building automated trading strategies has been like this face on the screen. I've gone to 1-minute charts, 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts, because why? If you do more work, you need to drill down. Why am I going to look at a long-term chart? Nothing happens. There's no skill. There's no development there. To be smart, you have to go to the smaller charts. And as a result, this is a Japanese yen, pound yen, British pound, Japanese yen 15-minute chart. And I do I trade a lot of accounts with 15-minute time frame. Now, it's not really day trading per se. It's just trying to get an entry for a longer term trade. But nonetheless, I'm very much based still in the 15-minute chart, even though I've calmed down considerably. But here's what's really, really messing with my head. It's something that I can't stop thinking about. And here it is. U.S. investing champ David Ryan made 1,300% in 3 years. Do the math. I mean, what? 400% a year? What? How much development or hard work on small term charts do I have to do to get 400% per year? I've spent thousands of hours studying trading systems. How many more thousands do I need to get to 1379, right? I mean, why not look at people who have done such things, right? If we want something, go to the spot that has already done it. Now, what charts does David Ryan use, right? What does he look at? Oh, 5-minute chart? No. 15-minute chart? No. Weekly charts. And if you listen to any interview that he's done, he will confirm it for you. Weekly charts. Wait, what? Why am I doing all this work on 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute charts when people making 400% per year are not using those charts? Do you see why I'm vexed? Do you see why I've been filled with weird, interesting, vexing thoughts? Take a look at this. If you bought Amazon back in 2010, mid-2010, on a weekly chart, you could have gotten it about 140. Now, let's say you set up a trading system. This is complicated, so you may want to write this down. I have a 400-page workbook on this that you can buy. Ready? Sell when price crosses the long-term moving average. Well, it's gone from 140 to over 3,000, and you wouldn't have had to do a darn thing. What's the return from 140 to 3,200? Now, oh, isn't that just buy and hold? Hey, shut up over there. I don't want to hear your back talk. Yeah, it is buy and hold, but it would be on a system because we're going to sell when it crosses the line. We're not buying and holding based on message boards. Like, this is a trading system. Do you see what I'm saying? You can make an automated trading system that makes 400% per year or more, and you end up not doing anything. This is crazy, right? Crazy. But the thing is, well, okay, David Ryan did it, but that was, a decade ago, 15 years ago. What has he done for me lately? Well, his son was just in the 2021 investing championships and made 100%. I assume he taught his son to use the same charts. I don't know that for a fact, though. Feel free to correct me. But guess what, though? David Ryan is not alone. And this is the other part that's really bothering me. Guess what charts people talk about when they study the biggest winners of all time? It's there on the screen. Weekly charts. Now, how do I know that? Why don't you read How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill. Read all of his books. Guess what charts they are? Right? Now, last year's investing champion, 2021, I'm talking to you in 2022, of course. He uses daily. He's a sharp short-term trader. He likes no, but he looks at the weekly too every time. He just said that in an interview that I listened to yesterday. So he trades on daily but looks at weekly. And if you study the hugely, hugely successful traders who have verified results, an alarming amount of them use weekly charts for 4-digit returns, for 1,000% returns over a year, couple years. They use weekly charts, daily being the lowest. Okay, so why am I on 15-minute? Why did I spend all those hours testing 5, 10, 15, 1? Yes, I tested 10-minute charts too. Because when you do these tests, the reasons I do it are, well, the reason, really, there's only one. It's more profitable. When you run a test, I can't find a test on a daily chart that's more profitable than a 15-minute chart. I can't do it. The 15-minute charts are more profitable 99.9% of the time. So that's why we do it, right? That's why maybe you are brought into the allure of the 15-minute charts, right? It sucked you in like a tractor beam like it did me. But honestly, do it. I mean, don't take my word for it. Test for 10, 20, 30, 50 hours. Do a bunch of testing, and I guarantee you'll find the same thing. 15-minute charts always do better. So trade 15-minute charts, right? Even, I mean, again, I'm trend following. I'm not trading in a couple hours. My trades sometimes last days and even a week or so or more. But they trigger on the 15. What I'm worried about, though, is my testing legitimate? Yes, it's more profitable, but is it legitimate? Is it so good because it's too good to be true? That's my concern. Because if these guys are making 1,000% on weekly, yes, my 15-minute charts testing seems to be the same or in that ballpark. I'm starting to worry about it. As I do more and more research and find more and more success on the bigger charts, I'm a little bit worried. I'm worried that the better quote-unquote results are due to accidental over-optimizing. No, I don't try to over-optimize. I go right down the middle. I don't optimize for the most profit. I have a very conservative methodology when it comes to testing, but still, is it too much? Even though I'm trying not to over-optimize, I'm trying to be simple, is it too much? And if it's too much, will it falter in the future? And as I've said, I'm nervous. So what do? This is my money. This is all of my money on the line. Well, one thing we could do is go to daily or weekly charts. Yes, the testing looks worse. But is that okay? Does that testing on longer charts hold more weight? And will it last longer? In other words, is the fact that the tests are worse, is that a good thing? Is it maybe an essential thing? Yikes. How do we get our minds around losing? A worse back test is a better thing. I mean, would we be crazy? Who else thinks like this? Oh yeah, Mr. Buffett thinks like this. What does he think when stuff goes down? Buy more, right? He gets giddy during times like these in June 2022 because when things go down, he gets excited. He's not worried. It makes it robust. It makes for opportunities. So maybe my mindset is not quite correct. Okay, that's the background. Let's talk about a system, shall we? This is a daily Forex system. I don't think we've talked about it before. but if so, we're now updated. This uses my master trend robot, and it's available for sale, of course. It uses the RSI indicator for entries. It uses the pound yen because that trends. It's on the daily chart, and we'll talk about the details in a second. Here are the stats. 164,000 of profit from 2003 to 2022. Profit factor is good. Anything over 1.2 in my mind is good. That's over 1.3. The drawdown, I believe, was on a $30,000 account. It was 29%. You could use a smaller account. The drawdown would go up, but so would the return. The drawdown in dollars was 19,000 on 164 profit. That's not quite 10 to 1, but Jack Schwager has said 2 to 1 is great. Well, this is way more than 2 to 1, right? So I think 5 to 1 is fantastic, and this is better than that, right? It's up near 10 to 1, not quite. The absolute drawdown on a $20,000 or $30,000 account, the worst that would have happened from your original balance was $7,800, which is it's not nothing, but it's also not the worst thing that's ever happened ever. Okay? That is the report for this daily system. What does that mean? Well, on a $30,000 account, that's 10.5% per year on average since 2003, excuse me. What has the market done? I mean, this channel is named Beating the Market. The market's done 9.2. So if we just traded this daily system with the same trade size over and over again, we beat the market. And that, even though it only seems small, over the long term, that would be substantial. You would end up with way more money at 10.5. Okay? But the whole advantage, well, there are a lot of advantages. Who am I kidding? But one of the big advantages of having a trading system and not just slopping stuff into an index fund is that we can compound. The trade is over, we up our trade size if we win. The trade is over, we up our trade size if we win, and so forth. If you're buying and holding, you just hope the stock goes up. You just hope it works. But trading system, trade is over. Oh, we now have 10% more money. We raise our trade size 10% and go, 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 go. Okay? That's the benefit. So my software can, with a push of a button, we can take a look at our system. If we compounded, if it goes up, we raise our trade size, and if it goes down, we lower our trade size. And if we do that, automatically, of course, that system turns into 28.6 versus 9.2. That's 3 times as good as the market, right? Now, here's what those numbers look like. There's 28.6, actually a little bit higher than that. And you can see that our $30,000 account would have turned into $1 million. So many books written about how to turn X into $1 million, and there it is. Woohoo! 1.1 million. The drawdown gets higher, of course, because we're compounding. It's a 50% drawdown. That's what everyone has to live through, right? The market draws down 50% periodically and often and always will. Okay, so we get 3 times the return for the same drawdown. I did something interesting while I was thinking about this. What if I put together 5 daily only Forex systems? Very simple. I used breakout methodology and the master trend. Okay, just showing you this for fun. Look at this. I thought the testing wasn't as good. Well, no losing years since 2003. Just 5 systems on the pound yen. You see why I'm starting to wonder about these longer term systems? Now, you've made it this far. Congratulations. Here are the details of that system. Pound yen only. You knew that. The long target was 1,000 pips. That is a monster winner, right? The short target is a mere 625 pips. The stop loss is big. It's 260. It's pretty big, but not that big on a daily chart, especially using the pound yen. Now, here's the big one. Time exit, 8 bars. So is it going to make those targets long and short? Not unless it's super fast moving, right? So usually the time exit's going to take us out, but it's nice because it's only 8 bars. That means we can take our winnings if we win and compound it, right? Well, what RSI am I using? The length is 2. It's a very famous RSI setting. Standard is 14, but there have been tons of articles written about RSI 2 and default overbought, oversold 70-30. Okay? Well, this wouldn't work in 2022, right? This has been crazy. Well, here's 2022. That's a little blurry. I apologize to you, YouTube fans and friends and neighbors. 69.57 is what it says. Absolute drawdown was minimal. Maximum drawdown was $4,900. So it has worked just fine in 2022. It has followed the trends nicely. And if you wanted to see what it looks like, here's what it looks like. RSI goes into overbought and you buy. And it's out, usually on a time exit. If its RSI is low, below 30, you sell and usually hit your target, your stop loss, or your time exit. That's another winning trade on this daily bar. RSI is above, overbought, and there you go. Okay, so there are some sample trades taken straight from the robot. Am I doing the wrong thing? Should I have all of my money on daily charts or even higher? We haven't talked about weekly because daily on a Forex is really long because it's 24 hours a day. But keeping it on 15 minutes, is it the wrong thing? I talk about a system very similar to this in my book released last year, The Legend of Purple Valley. So you can go ahead and pick that up too. All right, that's the video. You can see I'm vexed, wondering about these long-term charts. I wonder what you think. I'll be back with another video soon. Bye for now.